Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you the easiest way to peel and cut a butternut squash for roasting. We are going to start off by heating our oven up to 375 and piercing just a couple of holes into our squash. This is going into the oven, the whole squash, just like this, for 15 to 20 minutes at 375 degrees. So here we are. This was in the oven for 20 minutes and I have let it sit and rest for 10 minutes just to let it cool off where I can handle it. And I'm also wearing a glove to help protect my hands. And you can see how easy that first slice was. My knife just slid right through it, which is pretty much the purpose of that little bit of cooking that we just now did. Look at how easy. So now I'm going to peel it, and I'm just going to use my regular peeler. You can see how that peel just comes right off now. So go ahead and get your squash peeled. So we are going to go ahead and cut it from top to bottom now. And do make sure that you got all of that peel off, because even though technically the peel is edible, a lot of companies put a wax on the outside of butternut squash and other winter squashes to keep it from molding when it's shipping and being in the store and that type of thing. Even the organic ones, although with the organic they'll typically use what's considered an edible wax like beeswax or something like that. So we're just going to remove these seeds right from the little cup pouch little thing it's got going on here. You can reserve these seeds if you like to eat them. You can take them and roast them, and just go ahead and scrape that clean. And please feel free to leave nice stuff in the comments about how much easier this is now. So now I'm just going to cut this guy in half this direction to make him easier to work with, and then I want to cut cubes. See how easy the knife goes through that? And this is a sharp knife. I don't mess around. I keep my knives nice and sharp. But you can see, woo, slippery sucker. You can see that it's just going right through this. Look at that. Really no effort at all. Hey, if you are finding this information useful, please make sure that you like and subscribe and leave a nice comment down below and share it with all your friends. So I'm going to cut this into sections about that big, an inch-ish. Cutting it into cubes like this is going to give more surface area for the browning and therefore more flavor. And you do want to get them as even as possible just so that we get even roasting. Go ahead and transfer your squash into a bowl, like so. If you want to roast the squash all by itself, go ahead and just add a little bit of olive oil, kosher salt, and pepper, and put this onto the sheet pan, but I'm going to dress it up a little more. So here's all my squash in a bowl. I'm going to put this over to the side. For this roasted squash, I'm also going to add in some Granny Smith apples to balance the sweetness of the squash. If you don't have Granny Smith, I wouldn't add any apples at all. I'm also adding in some thyme. This is going to infuse the thyme oil into the apples and the squash as it roasts. So I'm putting all of this together and into the apple as it roasts. So this is getting added into here, along with a big old pinch of kosher salt and a couple tablespoons-ish of olive oil. I just want to coat what I have in my bowl here. Give this a nice little toss. Make sure everything is really well coated and that your salt is spread out evenly. I'm going to spray the pan with a little bit of cooking oil. I'm using olive oil, but you can use whatever your preference is here. We want to spread this out as much as possible, and if you need to, use 2 sheet pans. I'm going to put this in the oven at 425 degrees. So spread these guys out, make sure they have room. If they're too close, they're going to steam. But we want roasting, so spread them out. I just pulled this squash out of the oven and it was in there a total of about 40 minutes, and you can see how we got this really beautiful browning. So this is done, it's nice and soft. Now that we have our deeply caramelized squash, the hard work is done. Click the card right there or the link in the description and join me in the kitchen for the ultimate butternut squash soup recipe. Thank you so much for watching, and happy cooking, everyone.